Hi, welcome to another video today. So let's get started with our quote of the day. It's going to be Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 7. But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. Okay, so that's our quote of the day, and today's topic will be, basic error handling using the try and catch. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so in Powershell you can use like the try catch, and optionally you could use like maybe the finally block as well if you need it. And these are used for error handling. So this helps handle like the errors gracefully. It allows you to specify like what should happen when an error occurs. I mean, normally when we see errors and you don't handle them, you kind of get like a red message um, at the bottom of your screen, and that sometimes is pretty untidy, and sometimes it doesn't give you the error that you want it to look like. So like if you had somebody looking at somebody who doesn't know your program pretty well and they look at the error message, they have no idea. Sometimes if they cannot read through the lines and see maybe the hidden messages that could be telling you exactly what happens. So this is where error handling kind of helps out. So it kind of helps you, trigger the error or display the error how you want it to look like, and based on when something specific errors out, you could actually say, okay, this is exactly what happened when this specific error happens. So let's look at an example here, and let's see what we can do. Okay, so let's start with our example here. So we're going to just create a variable called result, and then we're gonna assign it to do this command get item, and pick a path, and let's say scripts. Okay, and then we'll do, let's try output.txt, and let's just see right host results, and we could do full name. So let's try that and see what we get. Okay, so what it's told us is so we got an error. This is how the error will look like if you don't have any error handling. So it pretty much kind of displays everything. As you can see, it gave the exception information. It told you which line was affected, and it told you where we got the error from. So we got the error from this get item command, and it kind of gave us the path of it as well. So let's try to pick one where file exists. So we'll choose our host file. So just to show you that that is being triggered by the error message, and so we shouldn't get back. We should just get back the information here. Okay, so you see it gave us the path to the host file, and that's what we've written here. So when it doesn't have any errors, you could see it didn't print out the error message. So I'll just put number 2 at the end of this one and trigger the error again. Okay, so we should get our error one more time. There you go. All right, so how do we get to clean this up? So this is where we use the try catch block. So this is where when we do our try, it pretty much creates a you create a code block for it here, kind of similar like how you saw we use code blocks for like conditional statements and so on. But this one is a little different, meaning that in the try, this is where you're going to put the code that I want to execute, and if everything is fine, then I don't need to proceed to the catch at all. So, but if there's an error, then it will get, if you got an error in the try block here, then it will go to the catch area here. So let's just write our error message. So we're going to do write output and say an error occurred. Okay, and then we'll just put like so this is where you put the actual variable to the message, the exception message. Okay, and then you put the exception, and then we want to get the property of the message itself. Okay, so, and what we want to put up here as well. Okay, and I forgot to put, like, so we want to stop this error when it happens here. So the error action you would want to put, and this will only happen if there is an actual error, and then we want to choose stop. So you can stop the code, or if you want to suppress the error from showing up at all, I think I covered this in another video, maybe 1 or 2 videos back. You could also choose to silently continue, meaning that if the error occurred, you could still just execute the rest of your code, etc. So this one, when the error happens, I wanted to stop in this, and then we'll go to the catch block here. So let's try that out and see what happens. Okay, and as you can see, so it actually gave us the it actually ran this code here. So in the try block, we assign the command, and the output of this command will be the result, and then we wrote that to pull the full name if it was successful. Now this will, because this file doesn't exist, this went into error, and the error action is to stop, meaning that there's no reason to continue on, and then because if you continue on, then it's going to print this right host line with nothing in it. So you put the error action here, so which will trigger the catch, and the catch will put an error occurred, cannot find the path. And if you looked at the other message, we had this as part of the message in the exception. Now there are other types of exceptions you could put in there. They have the inner exception messages, you have like the target object and so on, but we won't go through that. We're just kind of covering the basics in this video here. So that's pretty much it. If you wanted to cover the try catch, and the try and the catch. So hopefully that helps you out. And if you want to see, let's show you, okay, well, how do I know it works with successful? So we'll change this to successful because we know that file exists, and let's see what happens. So we should get it to print the full name without any problems now. There you go. So that means it went in successful, so it actually printed this line, and you can see it executed now because there was no error, so there was no need to stop it. So I hope this helped out. We pretty much covered the try catch, so you could try it out for yourself. So any code that you want to execute, and then just make sure you put your error action in there, and then in the catch you could maybe format it however you want, and you could experiment. Instead of exception, they have messages inner exception, etc. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's close off with our quote of the day. Okay, so it's going to be Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 7. But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. Alright, so that's our quote of the day. Don't forget to read your Bible, and if you're not going to church, try to find a good Bible-based church, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.